Natural catastrophe, particularly large floods, has struck various states in Malaysia and took about 50 lives, with 5 of them remaining missing at the end of 2021. And the 48 deaths reported in the floods, as in December 27, were the most in Malaysian catastrophe history. Many people believe, with a large number of casualties, the majority of them in Selangor and Klang Valley, was due to sudden nature of flood. Following 2 days of continued heavy rain in Klang Valley, especially in Hulu Langat, Kuala Langat, Shah Alam and Hulu Selangor, was submerged beneath water. The result was complete devastation. It was as though they had been crushed by a tsunami. Hundreds of thousands of people were evacuated to relief centers. The flood's aftermath was the most heartbreaking, with some victims going back home just to find their home completely gone. Good day everyone, my name is Nur Ainin Sophia binti Ahmad Faris as moderator for today's webinar, and here are some of the 3 panels for today. On today's webinar, we will be talking about flood. What is flood? Why did it happen? And how did it happen? Okay, for my first question, I will ask the first panel, Miss Irish. Miss Irish, in your opinion, what is the definition or the meaning of flood?
Thank you, Ainin. Flood is an overflow of a large amount of water beyond its normal limits, especially over what is normally dry land. The concept is often used when water covers an area that is usually dry. Floods can be caused by torrential rain, a river overflowing, an extraordinary rise in the tide, or a tsunami. For instance, in the sense of flowing water, the word may also be applied to the inflow of the tide. Floods are an area of study of the discipline hydrology and are of significant concern in agriculture, civil engineering, and public health.
Thank you, Irish. Moving on to our next question, I will be asking our second panel today, Miss Damia. Miss Damia, in your opinion, what is the reason for the occurrence of flood?
Thank you, Ainin. Now I will describe how floods that occur somewhere. This is a short answer to how the flood happened. Severe flooding is caused by atmospheric conditions that lead by too heavy rain or the rapid melting of snow and ice. Geography can also make an area more likely to flood. For example, areas near rivers and cities are often at risk for flash floods. Now I will explain in detail to you so that you can better understand. Many different situations can cause a flood. Here are just a few. The first one is heavy rainfall. The second one is ocean waves coming on shore, such as a storm surge. The third one is melting snow and ice, as well as ice jams. The fourth is dams and levees breaking. And the last one is geography. Geography can also make an area more likely to flood. For example, areas near rivers are often at risk for floods. Urban areas like areas near cities are also at higher risk for floods because rooftops funnel rainfall to the ground below, and paved surfaces such as highways and parking lots prevent the ground from absorbing the rain. Mountains and steep hills can increase an area's floods risk too. Rain or snowmelt running down a mountain can cause streams and rivers to rise quickly. In fact, if a thunderstorm lingers over a mountain, a creek only 6 inches deep can swell to a 10-foot deep river in less than an hour. There are so many people ask me, what makes it rains? So now I can explain it to you. Clouds are made of water droplets. Within a cloud, water droplets condense onto one another, causing the droplets to grow. When these water droplets get too heavy to stay suspended in the cloud, they fall to earth as rain. The next is, what is storm surge? Storm surge is the unusual rise of the water that happens during a big tropical storm. When the water rises, dangerous floodings can happen near the coast. So the last one is, what is an ice jam? An ice jam or ice dam happens when chunks of ice clump together to block the flow of a river. Ice jams are caused by melting snow and ice in the springtime. That's all. Thank you for asking me.
Thank you, Damia, and I totally agree with you. Alright, moving on to our last panel for this webinar, Miss Aida. Miss Aida, do you have any opinion about the flood?
Thank you, Aimin. Hi, my name is Aida Nafadila binti Marsidiono. So, how the floods happen is due to the process of urbanization for the reason of wanting to modernize an area. Areas of lowland will be ridden by taking land from hill areas. There is a lot of open space to be cemented for activities such as leisure and trade. Therefore, water will not be absorbed by the earth as there is no place for the water flows area. So for the second one is river erosion and river sedimentation occurs due to natural erosion and disposal of human domestic wastes. When it rains heavily, the water will flow and will erode the river banks, and the bank soil will settle at the bottom of the river. As a result, the river will become shallow, while human activity that dump domestic waste such as dumping garbage into the river will cause the flow of water to be blocked.
Thank you, Miss Aida, for the information. It may seem that we have come to the end of our webinar. I hope all of the informations that have been shared from our panels today, like what is the flood, why did it happen, how did it happen, will be beneficial and useful for all of us. That is all from us. Thank you. Have a good day.